morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Bobby Ward. Welcome to another episode of iAMFUN. I am currently on my way to the Taylor Family YMCA. I'm going to do a little bit of weightlifting today. Going to get a good stretch in, probably do some push-ups and pull-ups. I have the mindset, I tried to break it down because it's like I have the mindset of wanting to have a better overall fitness level. And one of the things that I think is very important is to constantly change things up and do different things. Just constantly challenge your bodies in different ways. You're going to discover many weaknesses in your body when you do this. And when you do this, you can start to attack those weaknesses, build them up, and you will be amazed by how much better your overall talents become when you alleviate some of your weaknesses. So right now, one of the things that I want to alleviate is literally weakness itself. Weakness in my body and weakness in my mind. So I'm trying to set up, plans, structures where I can break it down daily, monthly, let's not skip weekly, but daily, weekly, monthly. And just break it down and try to become very organized where when I wake up, I know exactly what I need to accomplish in order to increase my fitness levels. So one of the things that I want to get back into a little bit of a habit of is strength training. Now, I feel like I'm constantly training for strength, but I feel like I've mostly been training for muscular endurance, which is a very good thing. I would probably say, in my opinion, it's more important. With that being said, I feel like one of the major advantages in life is physical strength, which is why, on average, men may have advantages over women in life solely because of their physical strength. Now, with that being said, some women are stronger than men. But anyway, it's here nor there. Strength is important for us all. Man, woman, child, important for us all. Try not to compare yourself to other people. Try not to look down on yourself because you can only bench press 135 and all of those other men are bench pressing 225 pounds. Don't try to compare yourself in that way. But if you do, because you're going to, it's natural, try to find inspiration and motivation that another human being can do it. Sometimes when human beings have never done it before, it just is never going to happen. But then suddenly, when a human accomplishes it, other humans will follow suit because they will have realized it can be done. We're at our favorite intersection. Construction is moving along well once again. So, I've kind of broken things down. Let me get back to strength. Broken things down into what I'm going to try to accomplish. In today's task on Tuesday, I have the mindset of push. So, I'm going to go in there and do, I might do pull because last week I ended on push. And maybe it'd be good to start off with the contrasting thing that I haven't done, which would be pull. I may do pull today just because of that reason. It makes sense for me to do that. I haven't hit those areas. Unlike last week, I definitely did hit the push areas, and I never came back and I never got around to doing the pull, other than my home calisthenics. Nothing in terms of machines or free weights at the gym. So today, I think I'm going to do a pull session. I might throw a couple push things in there just because I like to do them. But nonetheless, I'm going to get a nice pull session. And when I say pull, try to think of exercise that require you pulling weight towards your body. Are you pulling weight towards your body, or are you pushing it away from your body? Try to break it down into that. Just think about it. Just think about whatever you're doing. Are you pushing the weight away, or are you pulling it towards? Whichever it is hitting a complete different body part. So I try to break things down so I don't have to go to the gym and hit every body part all at once. Excuse me. So nonetheless, I'm kind of breaking it down live with you what I'm going to be doing, which is going to be a combination of push sessions, pull sessions, and then leg sessions. Push, pull, legs, push, pull, legs, push, pull, legs. When I'm getting going at the gym, sometimes I don't like to go too hard. I've done it in the past where you go too hard and you will recover, but I wake up in just excruciating pain, and sometimes my body will lock up, my arms will lock up, my legs will lock up, and it just sucks. It just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. And you get to this world where you're sacrificing feel good because you want to look good. And I've been there. We all have been there. But I love waking up feeling great. I love waking up and my feet feel good. My calves feel good. My hamstrings, my thighs feel good. My glutes feel good. My stomach feels good. My chest feels good. My back feels good. My shoulders feel good. My biceps and triceps. My entire body feels good. My hands feel good. My head feels great. I love that. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So that's a factor for me always. I do not want to sacrifice feeling good for looking good. I believe if I focus on my feeling good, make that my drive, that the looking good part is a side effect. It's just a side effect. I don't go to the gym and work out and eat good because I want to see my abs. Now, when I say that out loud right now, has there been times in my life where I just wanted to see my abs? Yes, 100%. 100%. And I did way more sit-ups then than I do now. But you can see my sit-ups. You can see my sit-ups. You can see my abs better now than you could have then. And that, that's just mostly due to my change in diet. What foods I'm neglecting from my diet. So back to strength, I guess. I've just arrived at the Taylor Family YMCA. And I'm going to get it in. Another thing that I did, for all of you out there who go to the gym, I recommend that you do this. Growing up as an athlete, this was very normal kind of to me. And I've certainly done it at the gym before, but I took a shower at the Taylor Family YMCA after I did all my workout for the first time. Literally for the first time. And I've been going here for almost a year now. I normally just pack my things up, get in the car, go home, and then shower. And for those of you listening to this far, I highly recommend you pack a bag, pack your clothes, fresh stuff, stuff you need to do a basic wash. And when you get done working out, while you still are hot and while you have a good sweat going, you maybe even jump in the sauna for a second and open up those pores even more, and then jump right into the shower. Cold as ice, as cold as you can make it, jump in there. It's going to shock your body. It's a wonderful feeling. I highly recommend it to anybody out there. Cold showers after extreme heat it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend it. With that being said, there's a very old man walking up those stairs, getting ready to get his workout on. He knows it's good for his health. He knows it's good for his health. I love seeing other people. You know, that's one thing that you get when you do go to a gym, is you get the motivation of seeing all these other people that care about their health as well. It's encouraging, and by you being there, you could be encouragement to somebody else to keep going and keep pushing and keep trying. So that, it's a win-win. So I'm excited to do that and get going. I'm still in a fasted state. All I've had is my black coffee with honey, some water, and that's it. I used to get cramps all the time when I played sports as a little kid. You know how many times I've gotten a cramp while playing basketball over the past year? I can't even think of one. I literally can't even think one time where I had to stop because my calves or my thighs cramped up. Your diet makes such a difference. It's amazing. It's amazing. With that being said, folks, I appreciate you listening this long. At this point, if you're listening, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get a sense and a feel for who's interested in what I have to say. And, if you're just listening in right now, I like to talk about 3 subjects specifically: fitness, understanding, and nutrition. I think there's a lot of people out there that are talking about fitness, and I think there's a lot of people out there that are talking about nutrition. And I think that a lot of people are missing a huge understanding in the equation. And hopefully by listening to me, you can kind of pull this all in together and try to get a greater sense and purpose of why you do it. Why do you do it? It's not to have that big juicy butt. It's not to have those boulder shoulders or these creases all over and all these cuts and all that stuff so you can look good for a camera in front of the lights, on pictures to be stored on the internet forever. That might be your purpose, and there's nothing wrong with it to a certain extent, because whatever motivates you and keeps you grinding. So keep grinding. But find that greater purpose beyond that, and let that greater purpose be that you want to feel better. Not just by feeling better by what you see in the mirror, which is a huge thing, but by literally feeling better. How do you feel inside? How does your mind feel? Are you angry often? Are you happy often? Are you sad often? Or are you joyful often? Are you negative often? Or are you positive often? Are you pessimistic or optimistic? Are you good, bad? You get what I'm saying. There's a certain energy that we can have. One that gravitates towards talking about negativity, listening to negativity, and then one that can be filled with joy and fun, creativity, honesty, respect. It's much more enjoyable. And you can get there, I can get there, we all can get there together, and we can do much better when our energy is in this positive direction. And that is the greater purpose. And I want to continue on this journey of fun so I can continue to discover it. It's one of the most exciting things about getting old. It's one of the most exciting things. A lot of you out there are listening to this and you can't fathom trying to become old. Not everybody, but there's a lot of people out there that just can't fathom the idea of becoming old. They just hate it. And it just seems unfortunate that you're not, we get an opportunity to just continue to build our knowledge, just build and build and build and build and build and grow. Physically, mentally, hypothetically, literally. It's so exciting to me. And then the new generations of kids are coming up, and you see how they just know absolutely nothing. They're just blank slates. And you get the honor of have gone through life for X amount of years, and you get to try to instill your wisdom into them. And if you can do it while having fun, I saw that old man walking up the stairs, and I said this the other day, and I wonder sometimes how many of these people are in this gym because something's going wrong with them and they want it to go away, or a doctor told them that they should exercise. I'm wondering how many of them are doing that. And I wonder how many of them are thinking to themselves, I wish when I was these guys' age I would have started doing that. And then I think to myself, I can be that person. And I'm curious to know what it's going to be like when I'm that man's age walking upstairs like that. Am I going to be jumping and hopping like I am today? Crushing? Am I going to be limping and slow? Hurting? I don't know. But if I have any say of it, I'm going to fight for it every day. You know, you have to fight for your eyesight. You have to fight for your hearing. You have to fight for your ability to walk. You have to fight for all the senses that you have right now that allow you to have a better understanding of this world that we live in. With all that being said, I think it's time for me to get in here, put on my headphones. I got a few tunes that I like to put in that really just kind of hammer it in for me, really just kind of get me into the zone. There are times when I'm in that gym where I literally don't look at another person the entire time I'm there. I say hello to the fine, nice ladies that are usually there checking me in. But beyond that, there's many times when I just get myself into the zone and everything else is almost a blur. I like to get my breathing good. You know, when you're in yoga, that's one of the things they talk about is breathing. You know, when you're playing sports, when you're running, all that, breathing is always super important. It's no different when you're working out. You know, try to get a deep breath and then try to get a deep extension, you know. Deep extension, controlled power. It's good. It's wonderful. And you got to keep at it. Consistency is the most important thing. I could go in there and crush it like a beast. Go in there and crush it. And then take off in the next 2 weeks. You just can't do that. It would be better if I didn't go beast mode and showed up every day. You know, so don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. It's going to feel great in the moment. Your muscles are going to pop. You're going to love it. But then you're going to wake up and you're going to be struggling to do normal days things. You know, just know your limits. Know your body. Have a better understanding of yourself. The reason I know my body so well is because I did push it too hard. And I learned the hard way. And you're going to figure it out too. And it's okay. But find a nice sweet spot where you can wake up feeling like $1 million. Like $1 million, like you had to save the world. Boom, you're ready. If you like what I'm saying, please subscribe, like, comment, maybe even share. But what I would really like to see is some comments. I would really be interested to see what anybody thinks about any of this. And one thing that's important out there to the listeners right now, don't get caught up in the mindset of listening to somebody and then suddenly they say something that you disagree with, and because you disagree with them in that particular subject, you don't listen to them at all. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, because you're quickly going to find that you don't trust or believe anybody. And trust me, there are people who are going to feel the same way about you. And that's a very unfortunate thing right now. So, you know, if I'm speaking and I say something that you don't like, that doesn't mean you perhaps shouldn't listen to anything else I ever say, or anybody else in the world. I try to be very open-minded, and I think that's one thing that this fun journey has done for me, with shifting my mind into a more positive place, is you know, sorry, I got distracted by a lady. She has a very bright yellow shirt on, and it just flashed behind me in the lights, and it definitely distracted me for a moment. But, you know, I don't even know what I was going to say about it being over there in that direction, but it's been beneficial for me, and I'm seeing it going through difficult times. Difficult times come to us all whether we like it or not. There's no path you can paint where it's just easy and good. That just doesn't exist. If you think it does, snap out of it. Life has an equal counterpart of everything you feel. All of the great, wonderful, loving feelings you feel, I promise you there is an equal opposite. And for all of the horrible, bad times that you feel, I promise you as well, there is an equal opposite of that. And when you get your mind in a good place, when you have those difficult times that hit you, you just handle them better. You handle them better. It's still hard, but you handle them better. And that's all you can hope for, is to become better. Find your weaknesses. Find the things you need to improve on. Hone in on them. And enjoy life. The things that you're good at, you're naturally going to do. You're just naturally going to do it. It's fun. And once those weaknesses aren't so weak anymore, you're going to naturally enjoy doing them too. There's a lot of people out there who hate running. And then all of a sudden, after running after a month, they realize, holy cow, I feel better. I'm lighter. I'm running easier. I can breathe easier. Suddenly, they like running. And I've gotten to a point where I do like running, and I don't talk about it like that much in a certain way, because I try not to say I like running, because as soon as I say that, other people go, well, I don't like running, so I'm not going to do it. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, running is a full body movement, which is good for you. If you can run out in the elements, I believe that's also good for you. I think a lot of people get sick so often because they're so isolated inside that when they step outside or they're around other people or things, they just get sick because their body can't fight anything off. So I think it's good to run outside in the elements as well. You know, it's good. And one thing I did last time I was running is I gave these. Anytime I saw a person walking, jogging next to me, I gave them one of these. I said it to myself like 3 or 4 times that I was thinking about giving them a thumbs up, but I didn't want to seem seem weird or whatever, but I got to stop with that mindset. When I do this, it's not to piss people off. It's not to make people angry. It's to almost encourage them. Good job. Keep it up. Good for you. But anyways, I'm going to cut this off. Talking for a little bit longer than I may have wanted to, so thank you once again. This is your host, Bobby Ward. I am fun. Are you? This lady over here is. See this? Watch this. See that? That lady's fun. Are you?